Hello, my name is Graham McCulloch, and this is my literacy strategy assignment video. So the literacy instruction strategy that I chose to go over for this video is playing letter or sound games. And in this specific instance, it's a rhyming game. So it works on the phonetic skill of rhyming, being able to recognize rhymes. And this is best fit for kindergarten, as there is a standard for kindergarten students that involves recognition and production of rhyming words. But it could also be applicable to first or second grade students who are still struggling with these phonemic skills. So, as I previously mentioned, this strategy targets phonemic awareness, specifically the domain of rhyming within that. And because of that, it will not contain any written text for the students to work with or read as per the current resource-based recommendations of teaching phonemic awareness. I got this strategy from educationandbehavior.com, and the article where the strategy was listed was written by Rachel Wise. The only materials that a teacher would need to implement this strategy would be flashcards or note cards, or even just a big piece of paper or document with a word bank for them to look over, and a carpet or a rug or just an area for the kids to sit around. How this strategy works in a more broad sense, the strategy of playing phonemic awareness games as a means of teaching, it's pretty self-explanatory. You, the teacher, would set up and implement games based around developing specific targeted skills within the umbrella of phonemic awareness. For my specific version of this, it involves producing words that rhyme, and I would do this by seating the class in a circle, and I would briefly go over rhyming and review rhyming with them, give them a few examples and do it with them, like cat, hat, bat, sat, splat. After reviewing this and refreshing everyone and activating prior knowledge, I would explain the rules of the game, that I will pull a card, and on that card there will be a word written on it, and I will read that out loud. The person at the start of the game has 10 seconds to think of a word that rhymes with that, and if they can't, I will make a buzzer sound and we will move on to the next person in the game with a new word. And I would recommend doing roughly 5 to 10 words to ensure that this game is quick, because that's also another resource-based recommendation for teaching phonemic awareness, that none of it goes on for too long. If a student provides the incorrect answer, I would stop the game briefly and explain why that doesn't rhyme and have them come up with a word that does rhyme and help them and provide scaffolding as needed before returning to the game. As previously mentioned, this strategy fits the current research-based recommendations because it's quick, it's engaging, it's fun for the students. It doesn't involve them reading any printed words or producing any printed words or letters or anything. It's just all mental for them. And it's applicable to young children who are struggling with phonemic awareness or just learning phonemic awareness at any point. And you're able to target a plethora of specific skills that fall under the umbrella of phonemic awareness. For this one, I chose to do rhyming, but it could be applicable to almost anything. You could do short vowel sounds, you could do just letter sounds, you could do syllable counting. There's a variety of ways you can make games to fit all the domains that encompass phonemic awareness and literacy at large for that matter. And that is the end of my video.